Hey everyone, what's up? It's 4:11 in the afternoon on the 18th of March. Sean and I are still hanging out. He's not here right now, unfortunately. He's out exploring. I unfortunately had work to do. Gonna be a party pooper. What's with my camera? But he's having a great time. We're having a great time together. But he leaves tomorrow. Hopefully, he might want to move out here at some point. But anyway, I just had an idea for a video as I was peeing, actually. I actually thought of it like a month or two ago, but then just never shot it because I had a million things to do. Wrote some things out on peeing preferences. I get so many questions on standing to pee. So, people really seem to be worried about social decorum in the bathroom, looking like everyone else, whatever. I understand that, I was watching all the time, in the bathroom and always guys, and I didn't necessarily feel like I fit in there, but here I do. But part of the whole thing is just watching people getting to feel comfortable in the men's bathroom too, and just as time is one thing, but not everyone pees the same way, and it's funny because growing up and being socialized as female, you're not using men's bathrooms, you're not allowed around a lot of people being standing up a lot, or you might be, I don't know, instead of every once in a while, it's like, daily. So you don't really know all the variations in how guys do it. There's different stances. Some guys only unzip. Some guys thread their junk through their boxers. Some pull it up and over the top. Some take their balls out. Some, I don't know. It's different, and you don't have to worry about not fitting in. Just as long as you really don't, break the number one urinal etiquette rule and just look over, you're fine. And try not to look down too much either, but it's fine. That's fine to look down once in a while. It's better than looking over. But yeah, you don't need to really look down either. But it's fine if you do. Don't worry. Just as long as you're not, whatever. But of course, a gay bar is a different situation, but I'm not covering that. There's no one right way. Just because it works for me doesn't mean it'll work for you. That's why I try to give options or listen to what works for other people. Yeah, like I said, different stances. Some takes balls out, some pull it up and over, some thread through the boxers, whatever. I prefer to wear boxer briefs. Boxers are my second choice. I never wear briefs. I hate it. Too scrunchy and so yeah. But the way I guess go about things is changed over time. I used to just assume that men just unzipped and pulled it out. But, that's what I did at first. But sometimes, I learned not all clothes, and especially zippers, are created equal. Some are short, some are longer. I have noticed men's zippers are generally longer, and that's, because they be standing up, generally. Some, you have to undo the belt, undo the button and whatnot. And so I've gone from just unzipping at first to what I thought everyone did to now, what works for me. I just unbutton and unzip, and I pull it through the hole or whatever. It's Sean. Also, I think I covered it once. The stance. A lot of times it's hard to get the STP in place, and you'll be like standing there or whatnot. Here, let's turn this a little bit. Anyhow, you'll be standing there trying to get it in place, whatever, fumbling. I was like, can you see me? Whatever, hello. Fumbling. Some guys are like, oh, I'm like this, trying to crouch in a good place. Just kind of keep moving this. Widen your stance, and then you can just get position things easier instead of keeping your legs together. At least shoulder length or a little bit more, and that should help. Not all guys use urinals. Don't feel that pressure. I feel better using urinals with dividers. If not, I just kind of like hug the urinal or kind of. You don't have to, stand straight in front of it. You can kind of like turn to the side, to kind of block yourself. Lots of guys are pee shy. That's another thing I didn't realize. So many men just hug the urinal. They're not just woo, like you would think, or you see men publicly urinating that are like that. Then it's like, well, they're the ones doing that. But I was really surprised to find out how pee shy guys are, and they just hug the urinal, and they're, just as nervous as you are. So also they're not looking, especially if you're peeing standing up. They're not really going to question anything. Yeah. So don't worry. Don't worry about your medicine spoon. I would just pull it out, do whatever, and then just kind of cup it in your hand and wash it. And someone asked me, what would you say if someone asked what it was? I'd be like, it's a medicine spoon. They're not going to let you just pee through it. Be like, I'm washing my medicine spoon. Like, I don't know. I don't know why that would be a problem. I would just, if you play it off, if you really confidence, and not only this situation, but anything, if you just act like you believe it, people be like, what, it's a medicine spoon? Like, act like, what, you've never heard of one? And you walk away. Like, and then people are like, oh, sorry. But they're not going to think some dude just peed through that. So, Yeah. Yeah, that's all I can think of. So hope that helps. If I wrote anything down. Oh, and another thing, guys take a few minutes to start going. A lot of them. Some guys, I was talking with a gay friend. He's like, I don't know how some guys just whip it out so fast and just start going. He's like, it takes me a few seconds to kind of get settled. Not the same way for me, especially getting the SCP lined up and then getting things connect, make sure there's no leakage, whatnot. Yeah, so don't worry. Don't with life, with anything, walk to the beat of your own drummer. Don't worry about looking like everyone else. As long as you're not just creating a scene and staring down guys in the bathroom, no one's gonna look at you and you'll be able to pee and get the hell out of there. I love using men's restrooms because it's just like they're restrooms. You go in, you pee, you leave. You don't have to talk. There's not makeup going on. It's great. So urinals are just so convenient. Just like go pee, walk away, and it's funny. It's like as a girl, I'd have to put if I was wearing a backpack or carrying stuff. It's like I had to put it down. As a guy, you just walk up to the urinal with your backpack on and just pee and walk away. It's easier, more convenient, at least to me. I feel more comfortable doing it. So. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's just kind of natural for me to pee at a urinal, and I don't feel really that anxious or weird or like Courtney, my first girlfriend, I think that's documented on YouTube. She says, isn't it like kind of socially weird going from women's bathrooms just peeing in front of guys? And at first, it's just a little weird, like intimidating, like you haven't done it weird, like it's new, but it just is natural, and it's not like, oh my god, those guys are peeing, right next to me. It's just like, oh yeah, that's just how it is. Walk up, pee, leave, whatever. That's all I have for now. All right, you guys take care.